Zuma, but it seems like Zuma is just like Malema. He wants to be in control of everything. I'll let you continue, and then we're going to talk about the fact that Zuma wants to be part of ANC and part of his own party. It seems like he wants to be the emperor of
Yeah,
South
yeah,
Africa.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So like that is kind of like the larger conversation that is happening, and yeah, it might be um, from what will unfold and from what has unfolded even in the last election. It might be that possibly Zuma is onto something. I don't know, because
yeah. He
there
may
were a
be. He
lot of,
may be. Yeah.
yeah, a lot of people within the
So
ANC
here's what I foresee. So
who
Zuma is an opportunist, and what's going to happen is MK Party, the Communist Party, and EFF are now going to join, and they're going to really, and also within ANC, Zuma wants to be within ANC so that he can get Ramaphosa out and get people to move towards this movement. And that after that happens, the DA will be finished. Then after DA is gone, they can now figure out how they split it. What do you think? Yeah.
yeah.
You see what
um
I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is that the Communist Party of South Africa would rather be aligned to a black capitalist, MK Zuma, than to be aligned with the D with ANC. ANC is a sub. ANC is not running things. They're letting the DA run their agenda. So what I'm saying is that all of this is a move to force the ANC towards black black interests because the ANC belongs to the DA, and all of this stems from the fact that ANC let DA and who's that guy? Who's the PA party with the colored guy? What's his name? Um
Gaten.
Yeah, Gaten. So what happens? The unity government is Gaten and DA and ANC. That's a white government. So Zuma is taking advantage of that unity in which they didn't even bring EFF, which is a major party, and they excluded MK, which is the second most powerful party in South Africa. So this is a power move that Zuma has made to make a coalition which marginalizes ANC and DA. What do you think? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm saying that I think the entire block is responding to what they saw the MK do within the KZN, and largely within by splitting the ANC altogether. And now they're going ahead and they're splitting other parts of, like, of the EFF.
Yeah, but it seems like all of them are joining MK though. They're joining Zuma though after they split.
Yeah, yeah. So this is a thing that, from I think, even from the time that Ramaphosa was elected as president of the ANC,
Yeah.
at their elective conference, there was a lot of displeasure in some other parts of the ANC.
Oh yeah, and there are people who,
Which,
and I think that Zuma is appealing to those factions. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is largely a lot of these people who thought that the MK party was then a suitable
Yeah.
alternative to
So here's
what
what
they
I would
want.
say: MK Party is the lesser. I'm not going to call them evil, but Zuma is corrupt. So if he started the MK Party, even when the MK Party comes in power, there's still going to be that problem of corruption. Now, the Communist Party
Yeah,
and EFF are supposed to be against that, but it seems like they have to make a deal with Zuma and them just because he's the lesser of evil. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. For example,
yeah, no,
why can't
for
the
sure.
Communist Party and the PAC and EFF and all those guys start their own coalition and then leave MK out unless MK wants to join them. You see what I'm saying? But MK, but this is like Game of Thrones. These are just like conjectures. Sorry, continue. Yeah.
Yeah, no, no, for sure. I mean, but I think from one of the other sort of analysis that I shared with you, I think it was uh, this guy called Sandy Liswan.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch that
Um,
one video. Tell us about it. Yeah. Yeah.
the analyst, no, it was an article that I read,
Oh, yeah, I was thinking
and
about the
he
one
was
where that one
talking
guy who
about,
has a host of a show, and he said that Zuma is a genius, a tactical genius. But yeah, continue anyway. Yeah.
yeah, but partly that is what the article says as well,
Yeah.
that they're looking at how he is imagining the outcome of what he has set into play with regard to
He
forming the
might be a
MK
visionary.
party.
I can't say for sure. He might be a visionary.
Yeah, and they are stating his history as an intelligence sort of officer, even within the ANC.
And also, sorry to confront, he stopped a war within KwaZulu-Natal itself. He was a mediator. Continue back in the day.
Yeah.
So it seems like he's a very good mediator. I call him the devil, like in the blues. It can't be a totally good person. It has to be good and bad to connect everybody. Continue. Go ahead.
So there is this conversation about him as sort of like playing chess, like he's really playing the long game, and how he's thinking about making all these moves by starting the MK, then taking members from the EFF, and now he's actually trying to get into conversation.
Hey, he's the modern day. Even though this guy was only for the Zulu Nation, he's the modern day. Who is the guy that they make these movies about? Shaka Zulu. He's uniting all of Africa within. It's not a perfect union, but it's a better union than DA and PA.
Sure. I do think that's the way that he's thinking about it.
Yeah.
The only thing is that we have issues of trust with Zuma, given what we know from his presidencies, with the amount of corruption that came out.
But one thing we can say about him, he was a Pan-Africanist. He tried to save Gaddafi's life. You get my point?
Yeah, for sure. In terms of his politics and his rhetoric, and
he's dirty. He's dirty.
That he presented, he speaks left, but the thing is on track.
To be honest with you, I see him as a capitalist and a nationalist at the same time.
Yeah. I don't think
he's a black national, or he's a Zulu nationalist, but I think he's a black nationalist and a capitalist at the same time.
Yeah. So maybe also, like, given this idea of time, that he's aware.
We'll give him
now.
time. Okay.
Yeah, he's aware of his mortality, and had ideas of how to do things within the ANC. Had the ANC sort of allowed him to still be functional.
Yeah, I think Zulu is a good person. He's human. All humans are corrupt, but he's a good person, I think. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So I think after the ANC sort of having sort of ushered him out after serving his presidency, then he feels like he can't work within that structure anymore.
Okay,
so
but
he's trying to deconstruct the entire thing.
Yeah, but Larato, come on. This is a push. How can you start a party, the MK party, and you say you want to be a member of ANC and MK at the same time? You have to admit that's just ridiculous. Here's what I'm saying. It's not unconstitutional, but it's definitely ANC has the right to kick him out after doing that. What do you think? Yeah.
No, I mean, what the ANC has said across is that he violated some of the norms and the laws of the party by campaigning for another party while he was a member of the ANC. But he's trying to argue that there is nothing unconstitutional, and I think he's just testing the boundaries.
Oh yeah, but so here's my argument, Larato. It's not unconstitutional what he did, but also the Constitution has to protect ANC's rights to kick him out because they're not subject to the Constitution. That goes beyond the purview of the Constitution because the ANC is a private party, basically.
Maybe as an organization, it is constituted by other laws, and I think these are the laws that.
Yeah, but does the South African Constitution really say that you can't be kicked out of one party if you belong to the other?
Here's the thing: it doesn't make commentary on that, and it's silent.
And here's the problem with written down constitutions. But since it doesn't speak on it, it can't also speak on the Constitution, the inconstitutionality of kicking him out either. It doesn't speak either way, so it can't make a judgment. That's my argument. So here's my argument.
Yeah, but I think
African Constitution.
But listen. I think what he's trying to do is that he's trying to set a new precedent.
But here's the thing: he's trying to set a precedent that's not in the Constitution.
It's not there.
So my argument is, to be honest with you, from a rational point of view, he doesn't have a point. You can't force a party to keep you.
But this is what he's thinking. If he fights
but what I'm saying, when we're talking beyond what he's thinking, what I'm saying that what he's thinking, I'm being honest with you, it's absurd. It's absurd.
Yeah, he's testing the law. That's all I'm saying. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's testing it, but what he's really testing is the corruption of the judges and the magistrates. Because to me, if you look at it intuitively, the South African Constitution doesn't speak on it. So the judges, they're going to have to come up with a brilliant argument to say that you can belong to two different that a party
Yeah, but
can't.
I don't think the South African Constitution can speak on the constitution of a party unless that party clearly violates human rights or
Yeah, and so my whole
equality. And
point then is that he really doesn't
yeah,
have a point. He doesn't have a case. That's what I'm saying.
yeah. So yeah, it's just like it's a crazy thing, and he's setting a new
Yeah, but
direction
let me keep
in
it real.
terms
So
of
you're more
making he's
objective than
making
me. He's testing the laws because he wants to have his cake and eat it too. He basically wants to be involved in every party in South Africa and lead every party. So to me, he's trying to build one party, the Jacob Zuma party. Because if you
yeah
have every
yeah
other
yeah.
party under you, yeah, that's what it looks like.
I think he's trying to grasp for control. I think he
Yeah, it's a
can't
power
handle
move.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
And
think he can't handle, and this is what I was trying to say, that after that
yeah.
elective election, he could not deal with the fact that he was out of control, which is why things took the turn that they
Oh
did
yeah, problem.
when he
No
was
problem.
arrested and whatever.
Yeah.
Um, People tried to exert control on his behalf, and all those things. So he's trying to clasp for control
Yeah, well
of
then that means that he's not looking out for the
of the
well-being of
black
South Africa.
political narrative.
It's
Yeah,
an
of the black political
egomaniacal
narrative.
it's an
Uh,
egomaniacal move. Yeah. Yeah. Because
yeah,
to me,
yeah, yeah.
why
But
don't you just choose one party? Say that you're MK party and then recruit everybody else. And then also
yeah,
do coalitions with other parties. But we've never heard of somebody
yeah,
saying, could you imagine Donald Trump saying, I'm the head of the Republican Party, but I'm also a member of the Democratic Party. Come
I
on, I'm
can
going to go to a
imagine.
party. Does that even make sense?
Yeah, I can imagine him doing that. I can imagine Trump
Yeah,
doing that
but
because
here's the thing.
he
But it's
tests
even
the
me. I'm a
limits in
Trump
the same way
supporter.
that Zuma
I
does.
would think he lost his mind. It's almost like
Yeah,
saying I'm part of Hamas and part of APAC at the same time. It doesn't make sense.
yeah. Well, those two are too far
Or okay,
diametrically
let's go
opposed.
beyond. It'll be like saying that there's only one party in America and I'm the head. That's totalitarianism.
I can see Donald Trump doing that because he's
But
that
yeah,
crazy.
I can see Trump
He's
doing
as
that.
crazy
Yeah, but here's
as
the thing: is that when Trump does it, we'll say that the guy is lost his mind. So now what I'm saying is that if that's what Zuma is saying, then he's delusional if he really believes that that makes sense.
yeah.
Because
All I
it
was
means what it means is that there's no competition anymore because I'm a member of all the
sure.
parties. You get my point. There's no competition anymore.